and that's how glad we got to this point of the day. So we'll debrief in a few minutes about that. Let's go ahead and do some of our celebrations to start off with. Let me go over our norms first. We are thoughtful by beginning and ending on time, honoring confidentiality, empowered by contributing to discussions, accepting diverse perspectives, connected by maintaining a positive attitude, engaging meaningfully with others. So there are our norms. We're going to start off by first having Terry Bowden, who's our board member for our area here, and he wanted to come in and just take a couple minutes and talk to us as a group. So let's welcome Mr. Bowden.
Thank you. Can you hear me? Yeah. I don't want to take a lot of time. I just asked Dr. Dunn if I could drop by and say hi to you. Hopefully the school year is going well and no issues. And probably some issues, right? But we just wanted on behalf of the Board of Education to drop by and say thank you for what you do. Oftentimes you're forgotten and not appreciated, but we want you to know as a board and as administration, we appreciate all that you do. And that was my whole purpose in coming today. If you have a question or comment, I'll be glad to take that, but I don't want to take a lot of time. But thank you for what you do. We hope the school year is going well. Hopefully everything's the way you like it. And if we need to make some changes, make sure you let us know. That's important to us too, so we are listening. Do you have any questions or comments? If not, I will leave. I found the best thing to do is stay out of your way. So I saw this young lady over here say thank you when I said I was leaving. So.
No, thank you for what you've been doing for us.
Oh, well, thank you. But that's what my wife said whenever I say I'm leaving, she claps her hands and says thank you. Thanks for all you do. If there's no questions, we wish you a good year. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for all of your help today. I know today was busy, crazy, all of those things, and we felt like that too. So thank you very much for everybody's participation. And thank you, Fort Losi, for being our inspiration for this month. And this also thanks goes to Shelby Smith, who got this. I mean, I was thinking about this picture. I mean, there's a lot of different meanings that can be created. This innocent teacher who really has this dark background. Anyway, so got a lot of responses, maybe the most I've ever received. They kind of fell into 3 categories, and so full credit to you if your exact wording's not up here, but your topic is up here because you will see the themes that come from these captions. So, without further ado, go ahead. Make a joke. So, Mr. Schaefer wants me to proctor the extended ACT. I'll teach him. There is gold in the streets just waiting for someone to come and scoop it up. I didn't get that reference, but Walter White is at it again. That's who that quote is attributed to. And I pulled up the picture, I'm like, holy cow, Ford. There's a second option for you. I know what Losi did last summer. I'm your we gotta move the body friend. A lot of body jokes. I love the circus, but I hate cleaning up after the elephants. Looks like all the restroom stalls were taken. No, Michelle, I have no idea where Chromebook Card 92 I'm digging that Ford right there. Does that model come with a couple of highlights? I really like that. The meaning there. Digging. a student needs some help digging themselves into a hole, I figured that'd be nice and easy. All right, and do you have a shower curtain, duct tape, and a rope? I'm asking for a friend. All right, and the winner is, where's Miss Gardner? All right, thank you very much. Good job. And we got a lot of participation, actually. People sending me funny pictures from around Granger. So I appreciate that. Let's recognize our student answer teachers. I'll start because Opie's not here, right? He's in soccer. Okay. So he sent me his write-up. So here we go. Thank you to Sarah Thomas for giving me this award. I guess all of those conversations paid off. I have so many people that have influenced me in a positive way here at Granger High School. There are, sorry, a little grammar, not Granger grammar, but there are all of the old timers who have been here my entire time. Not lifetime. And now that I am past 15 years, I am an old timer. Many of the old timers have helped me with advice and encouragement. I could nominate my science friends who have lent me their shoulders to cry on when things are not going well. My task force crew has been amazing, supporting me with my crazy ideas and taking over for me and accomplishing these crazy ideas. I could nominate all those teachers who have shared their missionary stories with me as I've just sent my oldest away, or all the custodians and secretaries who have helped me with soccer in my classroom. There are so many of you who I consider friends. The one person I would like to select for this award is Brad Moon. Come on down, I'll read about you for a minute. We have worked together for a long time. Our original PLC was top-notch. He has worked with me sharing ideas on how to relate math and physics together for the same projects. But the biggest reason for the award is all of the rides home. I don't live far away, but after a long day of work, and then a faculty meeting or PLC leader meeting or parent-teacher conference, I am too tired to walk, so Moon gives me a ride. I am grateful to him for these times together. Although both of our wives question the traveling time, I want to say thank you for being with me. One trophy's broken. That broke right as I was giving it to, well, Janet broke it, and then it broke again when I was giving it to Opie after all the students, and they just couldn't get what was going on. Like, is this a joke? Anyway, so thank you, Ms. Heidi, for helping some with that. And then the other one really is Missy. And I don't know what happened to it, and I said, it's on your mantle, and you just need to tell your family you want it. That's great, but please return it. Okay, and then Miss Turner's going to come down and present our other Superman.
All right, it is not on my mantle. I never got it, okay? So, all right, the person I am going to, that I nominated is Frankie Oliver. If Opie's an old timer, I am ancient days. But Brandy, I remember when she came, we used to do the football games at the old stadium, and we always got sent out to the north parking lot, and we would be in the dark taking money. It was loads of fun. We got some really great clients that would come to us. But she made it fun. And one of the things that I always love is every time I see Brandy, she always smiles and says, "Hello, Teresa Turner." And so if I ever forget who I am, I go by Brandy. She reminds me. So thank you. And she's always so helpful when I go into her office. It's, "How can I help you?" And she is so good about getting kids in and out. George Ed kind of has some rules that we have to move kids out in and out of sometimes, and she's very good with that. And the last thing is, I love your announcements in faculty meeting. You always make me smile when you do that. So thank you.
So nice.
Who's next?
Mr. Sackler.
Come on in.
Okay. How's everybody doing? Oh, I'm going to project. It's okay. Thank you. Ms. Simpson taught me how to talk to the back row. I'd like to thank her for that. Okay, once again, our staff shout-out board was filled with positive, us throwing some sunshine at each other. It's very inspirational for me because I get to look at every single one of them and then bring them down here and pick on the people in the front row to please pick a card, any card. Not that one. I'm kidding. Go ahead. All right, that's our first one. And our second one, dear lady, the one on the, which one? Okay, there we go. Let's see. Okay, I got socks. Very cool, like, awesome. Got some Halloween colors, and we got some cool Granger primaries here. All right, well, here's what we got. Will both names that I read off please come forward and collect your awesome, cool swag? Here we go. Robin Jones and Jackie Griffith. Come on down. I swear, all right, so Robin got the big thanks from Jackie for watching the 2A class 2 Mondays in a row on short notice. When we are looking after each other to this level, right? There you go. Let's give one more round of applause. And our other winners for today, Richard Keys and Melissa Castro. Come on down. I see you. Where's Richard? Where you at? Yeah, you're making it cool. All right, cool. So this one, I think many of us can sympathize with for providing the coffee. Yeah? Yeah? Right there it is. Whoever takes their coffee without cream should take it.
All right, any other recognitions we've missed? One thing I want to mention is our girls tennis team. They won state in academics. That's pretty impressive. So all the high schools sent in their scores for their players for all the different fall sports, and our girls team won fall. So pretty impressive. So if you know some of these girls, make sure you let them know how proud we are of them. All right, let's have keys to success. Come on up and take a few minutes.
Good afternoon, everyone. I just want to first say thank you for letting me take a couple minutes of your time. I know a lot of you are already aware of the Keys to Success program, so I'm just going to do a quick overview. So just first off, we launched our Keys to Success app last year in September, and so just some data on that. We were able to get over 24,000 students to download the app in the first year, and so that means about 1 in every 5 students in our footprint have downloaded the app, and so that's due to our amazing key contacts and great teachers like you that have pushed that. So we're really thankful for that. We were able to offer over $134 million in scholarship and tuition waivers for your students in the first year, so we're super thankful for that. And then just a quick overview of how the Keys to Success app works. Students are asked to pick their top 5 career interests once they download it, and through that we're able to also get some more data on that to see what your students are interested in. So Ian wants to come help me real quick. I have 3 Wendy's free small combo meals for whoever wants to take a guess on what one of the top 5 career interests are.
Law enforcement.
We thought that would be one that was close. Yes? Oh yes, health science. That is definitely one. Yes.
Cosmetology.
We thought that was going to be one too. Surprisingly, not in the top 5.
Teacher.
That we always get that one. Sadly, no. Yes. Sorry, say that again. Yeah. One more.
Engineering.
Oh, engineering. Who said that? Perfect. Okay. So the top 5 career choices were health science, arts and communication, STEM, business, and then the last one was agriculture. So just a little bit of info on that. A quick overview on key cards. There's 2 ways that you can give out key cards to your students for instant recognition, so if they do something really great in your classroom, whatever that looks like to you, or goal setting. If there's a student that you're having trouble reaching with or anything like that, you can get you can give them a key card by setting a goal with them. And then you can just email Mary Winters their name, their student ID, and the reason. We also have contract cards if you want to actually sit down with the student and go over that. You can also just shoot Mary an email and she'll give you those contract cards. And then lastly, I hope you guys all received your faculty and staff booklets. That's just our little way of saying thank you for all that you guys do as educators. We really appreciate it. We hope you're using those free oil changes because those are super awesome. I don't even get that, wish I did. But yeah, and then if you guys ever want to get involved with the Keys to Success app, you can reach out to Mary. You guys are able to upload your own scholarships and opportunities and also send out notifications specific to your students based on their grade, career choices, anything like that. We have 65 Keys to Success schools, so we like to say we have 65 different versions of Keys to Success. So we want to make sure that we're a great tool here at Granger. And just thank you for your time, and thanks for letting us be a part of your school.
Okay, pre-ACT. First of all, sorry and thank you. All right? We've never tested 2,500 kids in one day, and we learned from it. It's logistics, it's communication, it's calculators, it is the test booklet, is it the answer sheet where they filled out the cognitive or the non-cognitive, so many different things. But we appreciate you just rolling with it. Positives, we've got a lot of data. We have a lot of data, more data than we've ever had as far as ACT goes. And we'll be excited. We'll send this data in next couple of days. We should get that data back in about 10 days. And then during our SNAD day, we'll try to make some meaning of it. And meaning because we want to try to figure out where we are best serving our students and where our students need additional support. So we know that we'll come up, we'll take the ACT again, all the juniors will take it in April. And that's just going to be juniors, so it'll be a whole different type of a day. The challenge with today is when the rules are, you know, kind of versus completely strict. If a kid comes in when we're taking the real ACT and he comes in late, we don't allow him to come in. Today we ask you to work with students. If they came in a little late, work with them, try to accommodate them. Part of it is it's a lot shorter than the real ACT test, but there's enough research in this and we'll get enough information and data back from it to give us an indication of what we need to do to help these students. And I'll tell you, we owe it to these students. We owe it to prepare them, whether they're going college or career, because the results from this will help those who are going to go college-wise. It'll help them figure out what they need to do to prepare for scholarships. For those who are going career, it'll also give us an indication of what we need to do to help them as far as their skills in going down the career path. So again, thank you. It was a hectic day. I mean, talk about structure. These kids get, where Mr. Beck and I were talking about it, this issue of structure, kids get into, they know what structure is. They know where they need to go. Well, today, with a 1 hour lunch, there's not structure. There's a fight across the street. There are kids wondering, you know, what time should I go? They finish eating in the same amount of time, and they're looking. It was just really interesting, just as a study, as you're watching these kids, they're used to going to your classroom. They're used to being there at a certain time. So anyway, thank you for being patient. We learn from these things. We learn from this whole process of what we need to do better and what we can put in place to make sure we run it more efficiently. I want to give Mr. Schaefer a round of applause. Can everybody hours on this, into the late night, figuring out, trying to make sure he's accommodating. So I appreciate that. If you want to just take a few minutes.
First off, thank you so much for everything you did. It was a lot of work, more than I thought it would be. But as I was staying late, this was last night, because I was like, everything has to be ready for tomorrow. Obviously, not everything was, but a big chunk went well. And so my wife calls, because she's like, oh, you got to say goodnight to the kids before they go to bed. So a little phone call, you know, say goodnight. I was like, why am I doing this? You know, like, you ever have that moment as a teacher? Why am I doing this? This is so hard. You're 1B, right? But then I realized the reason I am doing all of this, the reason we are taking the pre-ACT is not because I love tests or any of that other stuff. It's because these kids need to realize you need to go to college. Even if you don't go to college, you need to know what you're good at so that when you graduate, you have somewhere to go. Right? Some of these kids, they don't know right now. Starting with 9th graders, 10th graders, they're taking the pre-ACT. Yes, some of them don't take it seriously. But it's going to help them so much. Like, for me, it's just, aha, you know? Like, this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. And so, I just want to say thank you so much. There are 13 teachers that gave up their prep to do extended time. There were, I want to say about 135 teachers that were proctoring. That means there were over I want to say 70 something rooms being used, just for regular classrooms, extended time classrooms. It was crazy the amount of work that you guys put into this, right? And thank you for being patient. Thank you for taking this with a grain of salt. And thank you for doing it for the kids. If you ever need anything, you let me know. I'm sorry I did all the instructions through email. We just didn't have time to do a hands-on, here's how to do everything. So that was our best method in the moment. But give yourself a round of applause. Thank you.
Well done. Michelle, Casey?
Go, Miss Hasty.
He's finally learned just to add me to the list. Okay. Okay, just a couple things. I don't have much for today, but if you're going to turn in a work order for a Chromebook, make sure you put the card number and the number of the Chromebook. And when you do that, if you'll buzz that Chromebook to the library, because otherwise I have to go, have I sent that one in, or have I not sent, have I seen it, it just adds a lot of extra me trying to figure out, did you give it to me, did I give it back, did I, whatever, or do I need to send it on? So if you'll just drop those off quickly, and then also when we email you and tell you that they're done, please pick them up quickly. I have stacks of Chromebooks, and it makes it really messy. So, and then I have to remember, who have I told to come pick up their Chromebooks? Okay. So if I've emailed you recently, please come get them. I have